Amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Deltarune reaction video. I honestly didn't expect these reactions to be getting this kind of reception. You guys seem to be absolutely freaking loving them, and I'm having a really good time exploring all the music, much like we did with Undertale, when we checked out so much of the songs from Undertale, so much of the music created by Toby Fox. Now, you guys pretty much want me to do the same thing with Deltarune, and we all know how it ended with Undertale, me playing that game, so maybe... But yeah, the #1 most requested reaction I saw in my comment section last time was this one, Rude Buster and Ruda Buster. I'm assuming that they're connected. If they're not, then that's really weird. But anyway, let me know what other reactions you'd like to see by putting your recommendations down below. Every reaction I ever record comes from the comment section, so let me know what you want next. And please like and subscribe to support these videos. I appreciate all the support. You guys have been liking and subscribing like crazy. I feel like I don't even need to tell you, but thank you anyway. And let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Deltarune, Rude Buster, and Ruda Buster. I guess it makes sense to start with Rude Buster, you know? We go Rude and then we get Ruda. Kind of funky. This feels like your classic, like, prelude to a boss fight, you know? I really want to see like a creation process like for these songs. I think more than anything at this point. Has Toby Fox released like a video of like creating these songs, sitting down, and how the process works? Because I feel like when I'm listening to this, I could just imagine a guy sitting in front of like in a recording studio, but on his own, and he's just pressing all these different buttons, moving these sliders over and here. That's what it feels like. Yeah, interesting. Getting much darkness from this, but I am getting like a boss fight kind of pace. Very funky. Is Rude Buster possibly a character? That would make the most sense, right? It sounds like a character, but Ruda Buster does not sound like a character. That sounds like a device you'd have around your house to get rid of spiders or something. Let me get the Ruda Buster. There's a big one in the corner. See what I mean? This part, hold on. Okay, we literally just finished like straight away. That part, so much just painted an image in my mind of like just someone like doing it, like that's what it felt like, or someone with like one of those handheld keyboards or something like that. That was crazy. That was crazy there at the end. I was just imagining some like crazy Undertale looking character just going nuts on a keyboard. What does that feel like? So one thing I always try and do when I react to these Undertale themes, Deltarune themes, is I try and work out what could possibly be happening in the game when these are playing, right? That one feels way more difficult than usual. Usually I feel like I get some kind of mental image. I mean, I do have a mental image, I just don't know if it's right. I'm imagining like something very fast-paced just because the instrumental's fast-paced. But not just like a fight. You know what it feels like? That old like Space Invaders style game, but not the one where you just like go left or right. The one where you like fly and your ship is like constantly fucking firing and you have to like move it and like that. I don't know what that one's called. It reminded me of that. Like I was imagining like that style of game and like dialogues popping up and going, "Ah, you think you can defeat me? Ha ha!" And then like, and then like more dialogue popping up. That kind of fight, like a very dialogue heavy fight that's moving very fast. That's what it felt like. Like that definitely felt like a boss theme. 100%. Pacing wise, that felt like a boss theme. I can't see any dialogue. It didn't have like all the energy that we saw of like It's TV Time, where it felt like we had a character maybe being introduced, you know, some sort of game show. It felt much more like a boss theme. So my theory is it's a boss theme. Is Rude Buster is maybe a character called Rude Buster, and we're fighting him or her or them or it, and it's a freaking dialogue heavy boss fight. Like every time you punch them, they say something. That's what it felt like. Am I close? Am I right? Am I totally wrong? This is the part where you guys go in the comment section and say, actually, it's just the theme song for a town you go into, and the town is called Rude Buster, or the mayor of the town is called Rude Buster. Maybe. But if that's the case, then what the hell is Ruda Buster? And is Ruda Buster going to sound exactly the same as Rude Buster? Should we find out? Sounds similar, but more jazz sort of feeling. I feel like I already prefer this. This does not feel Ruda. Nah, this doesn't feel Ruda. Not one bit. This is funky. This is happy. This is positive. There's nothing rude about this, man. This is a vibe. The last one felt rude. This one just feels like chill. Maybe like Rude Buster is a dude who starts off a villain and then becomes good, and now they're good. That's what this feels like. Is this like happy? It really is, isn't it? It's like happy. That's a nice feeling, happy kind of one, like feel good, smart. Like this has got a nice energy to it. This is nice. This doesn't, like the last one felt like a boss fight. This one feels like more like a dialogue. No fighting happening right now. Like imagine it this way. First one could be like you're fighting the thing Rude Buster. Then Rude Buster could just be talking to this thing. You know, I'm having like a conversation. That's what it feels like. This doesn't feel like there's no fighting going on. This feels like a conversation. This is a theme to a conversation. Maybe the character's been reintroduced. I'm getting like a freaking like Hololive vibe, but like I can imagine like vocals over this. I actually feel like you could 100% add vocals to this. Like anyone else getting that kind of vibe? I want to see someone try. I fucking love this one. This might be my favorite one. You know why it feels like you could add vocals? Because there's an instrument playing that already feels like it's doing the vocal melody. Like this one that goes, me, me. That one. That instrument felt like it was covering what the vocals would be. That, I think, is my favorite one so far. That's my favorite OST from Deltarune so far. And the reason for that is because it felt like a song. But it was done in a way where it wasn't. I know this isn't going to make any sense. Let me try and like get what's in here out here, okay? A lot of the OSTs that we react to from Toby Fox are like emotional tracks to suit what's happening in the game, right? And they're all done through this old school 8-bit arcadey sound, right? And all of them sound like they could be like 40 years old. And that's just the theme that Toby Fox goes for. And most of them feel like that. Every now and then, you get one that I think has a more in-depth formula and a more generic construction. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. Case in point, Ruda Buster. This is that more generic construction, that more generic formula, where its pacing, its melody, its flow feels like a song. I could imagine someone singing to this. I could, like I said, you replace that instrument with some vocals, I think it would work fine. It like has that kind of flow to it and that kind of vibe where you could imagine someone singing over this. And because of that, that's what I did. The entire time listening to this, I was imagining someone putting some vocals over it. I can imagine one of our Hololive girls doing a cover. Like, it's not something we haven't seen before. Look what Marine did. So, and I think that was actually Undertale, right? So it's not exactly something we haven't seen. And I feel like this would be the song to do the same thing we saw before on. Like, add vocals to this. And I really feel like it could work. I feel like you double up the time, you add a chorus, and boom! This is a song. An actual song. And for the game, I have no idea what this could be featured at. It feels like someone showcasing me around like a beautiful, magical world, you know? Look at this beautiful world, woohoo! Like, that's what it felt like. It felt like very positive, very happy, very uplifting. Whereas Rude Buster felt like a fight, this felt like a victory, you know? This felt happy. And I really could just imagine, like, I'd literally just imagined an 8-bit character showcasing us around the Gungan's homeworld, underwater, you know? Look at this cool underwater world, and just showing us around there. That's what this felt like. You know, that kind of energy, that's the image in my mind, and I was just imagining someone singing to it. And now, I want to hear someone sing to it. That's what it fucking felt like, man. It felt like a song. That is an awesome OST. So well constructed. And in its, like generic sound, and by generic, I mean, like music sound, not Toby Fox sound. It made it shine as like a song on its own, not like an OST. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it did. I tried to explain what the hell was going on up here. Anyway, I guess that's where my reactions end. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Let me know what other tracks you want to check out from Deltarune. And yeah, thank you so much for supporting these. This has been a lot of fun to record reactions to. Anyway, hope you have an awesome freaking day. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Come on! So many of you aren't subscribed. Press the button. It's totally free. And it makes me feel so happy. When I see how many people are subscribed, I'm like, ah, that's so nice. And don't you guys want to make someone happy? It's your good deed of the day. Help out a small channel. Press subscribe. Have a great day. And as always, my friend, you will see me in the next video.